One in 5 adults in our community needs to improve their skills. That's a significant number, and many people aren't aware that the problem is this large. The Adult Literacy League provides services for adults and families to make sure that adults who didn't learn to read when they were in school are able to learn to read as adults. Without literacy, there's really very little hope for long-term success.
Jill is giving the gift to her little sister. Jill is getting a gift for Kim. Kim thanks her big sister.
Perlis Buckner had many disadvantages. He fell behind and he was very ashamed. It was really difficult for him.
I said I was 17. I couldn't read. It basically was embarrassing. That dark secret, you always depressed, you always embarrassed, you feel like you could be put on the spot at any moment. You know, you always trying to find an escape route to get out of your situation. I stopped going to school and I got into the streets. I started selling drugs and I wound up in prison. I was headed down a dead-end road. Either jail the rest of my life or dead.
He was really lucky. He found someone to believe in him and love him, which was his wife, and his children, and that gave him a new sense of purpose.
Other people just gave up on me. You know, they wrote me off, but my wife, she was always there for me. If it wasn't for her, I don't think I would be determined to learn how to read. I decided to call the Adult Literacy League. Making that call, it was hard.
He called us and we were able to find him a tutor. He had very low level of skills, and his tutor, Miss Leslie, was able to not only reinforce what he did know, but open the door every day that they worked together.
My first day here, I was nervous. Miss Leslie sat down, she took her time, and she's just awesome. If a word that I stumble over, I take my time and I sound it out, and eventually I get it right.
He has learned to read. He is approaching the ability now to move from learning to read to reading to learn, which is a tremendous achievement.
To the Adult Literacy League, this is the best thing that ever happened to me. By joining this program, I just been through a lot in my life. And I just got a whole different personality about life now. I'm not embarrassed anymore. I could fill out a job application. I know how to talk to people. I know how to hold conversations. I'm just a totally different person.
A person who becomes a reader as an adult, I think a whole other world does open for them. They become a transformed person, I believe. And it isn't an easy thing to do. It takes a lot of work.
Trouble is easy to get into, but it's hard to get out of. Learn how to read, because if you learn how to read it and understand what you're reading, you can go anywhere you want to go.